In 2004, Porsche unleashed a true marvel, the Carrera GT. This beauty didn't just purr, it roared with an irresistible power that left even Porsche's own test driver confessing to a rare emotion, fear. It wasn't just a car, it was a beast that went on to claim 2 lives, including that of the iconic Paul Walker. This isn't your typical car. It's a legendary roadster that became infamous as the most dangerous road car ever created. So get ready for a thrilling journey under the hood on the Porsche Carrera GT. Now, most people got their first glimpse of the car at the 2003 Geneva Motor Show, where Porsche dropped a mid-engine monster unlike anything in their repertoire. Carbon fiber everywhere, a V10 engine that screamed power and speed that left you breathless. But the real tale begins in the 90s, an era where Porsche dominated racing like no other. Twice as many wins at Le Mans as their closest competitor, Ferrari. The 90s were Porsche's golden years. However, change was in the wind. Racing rules were evolving, and Porsche faced a threat to its dominance. With no compliant engine in hand, they tried a V12 for Formula One, but it fell short. But with the help of a secret team and a discarded V12, they had a brand new 760 horsepower V10, capable of revving up to 14 grand. This powerhouse, intended to conquer Le Mans, found itself on a shelf collecting dust as Porsche dabbled in SUVs. A great decision for Porsche's bank account, but not so thrilling for us enthusiasts. The Carrera GT is a forgotten legend in the making. It's genuinely disheartening that a decade before the LFA, Porsche had a stunning high-octane V10 just idling away. But then, the late 90s arrived, and McLaren dominated with the F1, Ferrari teased the Enzo, a road-legal race car, and Audi was cooking up the R8. Porsche didn't want to be left in the dust. Despite Audi's reluctance and corporate lukewarm interest, they showcased a prototype supercar in Paris in 2000, featuring that neglected V10 and the alluring lines of the Le Mans winning race car. Surprisingly, it was initially more of a publicity stunt, intended to shine a spotlight on their new Cayenne SUV. But the public response was electric. While the Cayenne turned out to be a blockbuster hit, the Carrera GT prototype stole the show. The intrigue and excitement were so palpable that Porsche decided to roll with it and bring the Carrera GT to life. Not just as a concept, but for real. And let me tell you, it's not just any car. It's a masterpiece of automotive engineering, a true gem in the world of supercars. Imagine the golden era of gaming where Need for Speed Most Wanted ruled the screens. Those were the days when the Carrera GT easily claimed its throne as the ultimate no-compromise ride in the game. The nostalgia of one of the greatest racing games of all time. Let's talk about the heart of this beast, the 5.7-liter V10. It's not just good, it's easily in the top 5 best-sounding engines, rivaling the likes of the LFA. The symphony of that engine is otherworldly, just one of the many quirks of this alien-like car. Picture this, giant air intakes, mysterious lumps behind the driver, and a silhouette that looks like someone took a real car and squished it in a hydraulic press. Yet, it's unmistakably Porsche, a testament to their design prowess. Oh, and did I mention this started as a race car? That Le Mans legend never really disappeared. They just slapped on some turn signals, called it a Carrera, and ignited a supercar revolution. Breaking molds is Porsche's specialty, and with the Carrera GT, they shattered expectations. This car didn't just push boundaries, it rewrote the rulebook. The entire body is crafted from carbon fiber, making it the first serial production car to embrace the lightweight wonder material. Porsche was playing on the edge of what was legally possible on the road. Take a step inside and what do you get? Basically nothing in the best way possible. A push-button ignition casually hanging out to the left of the steering wheel. It's a minimalist dream, a driver's haven, and an ode to the thrill of pure performance. The Porsche Carrera GT, rewriting the definition of a supercar in every rev, every curve, and every pixel of those good old gaming days. Now, let's dive into the details that make the Porsche Carrera GT a true embodiment of its Le Mans heritage. First up, a beechwood shift knob, a nod to the not-so-pretty but legendary 917. Picture lumbar support, held together by good old Velcro, a must-have, considering the pushrod suspension. Now, these aren't your typical car features. They're the kind you find on custom race cars. Brace yourself. They're stiff as hell, and you might need that lumbar support to keep your dentures intact. Swing to the outside and you'll be greeted by monstrous 15-inch carbon fiber brakes big enough to make your head spin. Zoom in and you'll spot a single color-coded lug nut per wheel, standing proud next to air ducts seemingly borrowed from a jumbo jet, ready to gulp down air for that fire-breathing V10. The magic, though, lies beneath, hidden from the casual observer. Take a peek underneath and you'll discover the impressive itty-bitty clutch. While the world was turning to flappy paddles, Porsche stayed true to spirited driving, opting for a real manual. But this tiny clutch had a consequence. It made the Carrera GT the lowest car ever. The top of that monstrous engine, it sits about knee level. Fantastic for track maneuvering, but on public roads? Well, let's just say it's not the smoothest ride. Remember those bumpy roads in a slammed Corolla? Now imagine scraping a 7-figure clutch pack on the asphalt. Ouch! And here's the kicker, no flywheel. Forget to rev match like a racing deity, and you might stall your $1 million plus Porsche looking like a total newbie. It's a clear message this car wasn't really meant for the road, it's a track beast in a world of its own. Now, let's peel back the layers of the Porsche Carrera GT, revealing a machine that defies the norms of safety. Forget airbags, ABS, or even traction control. This car isn't for the faint-hearted, it's for the daring driver ready to sacrifice it all in the pursuit of speed. It's as deadly as it is beautiful, a true masterpiece of automotive engineering. In the hands of a skilled driver, it obliterated lap records globally, earning its stripes as the fastest Porsche around the Nürburgring in 2004, clocking a blistering time of 7 minutes and 28 seconds, averaging 103 miles per hour over the entire course. A speed demon etched in history as one of the fastest supercars ever. Now here's the catch. Treat it with the respect reserved for its race car siblings, and the Carrera GT transforms into a raw, unfiltered driver's car. But disrespect it, and it'll toss you off quicker than a bull in a rodeo. Is it dangerous? Well, it's precisely what people wanted. No gimmicks, no frills, just pure speed. Just Porsche. But here's a reality check. More than 200 out of the 1,070 built have met their match in crashes. That's right, 1 in every 6. The Carrera GT is 50 times more likely to end up in a crash than the notorious FRS BRZ or 86 Trio, which currently tops the list of accident-prone vehicles. It's a reminder that this beast demands respect, and in the wrong hands, it can quickly turn from a masterpiece to a hazard. Handle it like a fine chef's knife, and it's a precision tool. Hand it to a child, and you might want to have 911 on speed dial. Let's delve into the high-profile cases surrounding the Porsche Carrera GT, starting with the iconic Jay Leno. In a show of bravado at Talladega, he spun the car 5 times, and he readily admitted that it was his own misjudgment, lifting when he shouldn't have. The car wasn't at fault, it was a testament to the consequences of pushing limits. Then there's Ben Chen, a supercar collector who enjoys flaunting his prized possessions. On a public road with imperfections and bad conditions, he lost traction. But whose fault was it? Certainly not the Carrera GT's. It's a reminder that this car thrives where smooth roads meet adrenaline, not where potholes lurk. A tragic incident unfolded on a California racetrack when a Ferrari unexpectedly entered the path of a Carrera GT. The driver swerved, avoiding a collision but tragically crashing into a barricade. Now the heart-wrenching case of Paul Walker. In a red Carrera GT driven by Roger Rodas, an experienced driver, they were speeding on public roads with old tires. Tires are the lifeline of any car, the only point of contact with the road. The aging tires proved to be the Achilles heel. It wasn't the Carrera GT's malicious intent. It was a stark reminder that even a car as brilliant as this demands respect, especially when pushing its limits on the road. Is the Carrera GT too extreme for regular roads? Did Porsche, in aiming for excellence, make a car that's beyond safe for public use? It's not about a car with ill intentions. It's about a manufacturer possibly pushing the limits of what's practical for everyday driving. Reflecting on Porsche's history, they've often been held to the standard of building uncompromising machines. The 930 Turbo, infamous as the Widowmaker, the 997 GT2, and the recent 991 GT2 RS are all living on the edge. Even in tragic moments like James Dean's fatal crash in a Porsche 550 Spider on California's Highway 46, a road many enthusiasts have driven, the brand's commitment to pushing boundaries is undeniable. Porsche, at its core, is about building cars that defy compromise. The Carrera GT, like its predecessors, represents this ethos, a car on the edge, demanding respect and understanding from its drivers. It's a reminder that the pursuit of automotive excellence comes with inherent risks, and Porsche enthusiasts, known for their passion, embrace that danger. That's it for this video. What are your thoughts on the Porsche GT? Let us know in the comments down below. Thank you for watching, and we'll catch you next time.